Do you want to learn to trade fast? You can start today. Zero to hero trader is the only way. If the market's going up, if it's going down, you can make money and we'll show you how. Our system can work for everyone. Join us for some trading fun. Zero to hero trader, learn to trade in no time. Watch our videos and be sure to subscribe.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Chart Slinger here with ZeroToHeroTrader.com, and today I just want to go over some of my trades for today. So recently I have started getting back into day trading options. I was doing futures for a little while and didn't really like how that was going, so I ended up coming back to ThinkorSwim with my day trading money. And now I've started to do some day trading on some options, weekly contracts, things like that. And another cool thing I started doing is I started recording my sessions so that I can go back and see what I did good, what I did wrong, and try to improve that way. Just a little bit of a video journaling type of thing. So I'm going to share that stuff with you today on what I did today. You can see here I did only 280 today, which is better than red, but probably should have been a little bit more because I had kind of a bad fill on my SPX trade, but we'll go through that and you can see what happened. But with that being said, let's get into it and we'll start showing the video from the session. Now, just before I get into it, I want to go over what I did first. So this morning, starting off, I had a couple of good small trades on Apple, and you know, I like 50 bucks here and there, not too much going on with it. And after that, it started to kind of just waffle around and consolidate into this big triangle. And so after those first couple of small winners, I got in again with I think started out with 2 contracts, added 2 more VWAP, I think, and then I ended up making a mistake, hitting the wrong button on the wrong side, and ended up adding 4 more contracts. So screwed up a little bit there and ended up not going my way, and took a decent loss there. Total 366 negative on Apple, but luckily market ended up turning around and having a pretty good drop, and ended up cashing in on Amazon and then again on SPX to end the day up 280. So all in all, pretty good day, better than being down 366, so I will take it. But let's dive in and see what happened here. I'm going to start with this Apple trade and kind of show you where I went wrong with this Apple trade. Okay, let's go ahead and look for it here. Okay, guys, so you can see here over here in my positions here, you can see that I'm in with 4 contracts here in the calls, in the 146 calls. And probably should have taken this off right about here, and I think I was trying to. You can see the my orders sitting there, and I was trying to get out, and the calls really weren't reacting to this push up here that much. So I was trying to get out, and couldn't get out. And then you'll see me hit the wrong side here pretty soon, I think, and end up adding 4 contracts instead of getting out. So I'm still kind of trying to get used to active trader again after coming back, and just a mistake, and probably should have gotten out a little sooner, but I was hoping that it would, you know, SPY was kind of trying to turn up here, looking a little bit strong up here, but it just didn't happen and it rolled over. So let's see, there you go, canceling that one. And the calls are kind of holding up here, so I'm kind of thinking, you know, this thing might bounce, you know, but it just didn't happen, ended up not happening. So at this point I'm trying to get out, and I end up hitting the wrong side. And there you can see I just realized that I had eight contracts. It filled me with another 4 as I hit it over here. So I'm like, come on, bounce, 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 you know, so I can get out with a little bit, but just ended up not doing anything, even though you can see the ticks are moving up here, and the calls just weren't having it. So yeah, it ended up not really working out too well. And here, let me fast forward. This just kind of goes sideways for a little while. Let me find where it starts to drop on me. There we go, you can see it's starting to drop on me here. And I'm just kind of hoping it'll like bounce there, VWAP, and it's just really not doing anything. It's going sideways, sideways, sideways. I think, you know, market always knows. Instead of bailing there, sit there and hold it, thinking, oh, it's gonna bounce, you know, it's gonna bounce. But, you know, still holding VWAP, so I'm kind of holding out for that thing to rip off a VWAP, and then it breaks, and that's when I start trying to get out. Still in. My dumbass is still in. I should have been out already on this. I don't know why I was holding this. Probably sitting there screaming at the monitor. Finally, I just say, hey, hit the bid, get me out. And finally gets me out. Okay, so that was my loss in the morning. You know, not too happy at this point. Down a pretty good amount, and then you know, of course, everything just drops. So at this point, I start to look at Amazon, going seeing this thing. You know, Amazon really kind of crushing here. So I was starting to look at Amazon. All right, so looking at the Amazon contracts, I'm trying to pick some contracts to move over to my chart page. So I can start to trade this Amazon drop. So put the puts over. Trying to put the calls over. And for some reason, TOS is like giving me problems. I'm trying to put it over there. You can see, move my mouse all the way. Try to put it over there, and it's like not putting it there on the second try. It's still got the Apple calls in there for whatever reason. Second try. I'm trying to get in the calls at this point. Play the bounce off of that 3302 level. I think this was just a small trade. Yeah, there we go. I'm in one contract. I'll just play the bounce back up to that this other level. So the good thing about Amazon is, you know, yeah, you have to pay a little bit more for the contracts. I'm playing pretty far out of the money, but anytime that it moves, it really moves. So that's the good thing about Amazon. If you can catch the moves, you can make money fairly quickly. So we're having a little bit of bounce here, and I'm just trying to make a little bit. So I was hoping it would get back up to this 3320, and just didn't do it. So it started to level off here. Okay. All right, so there was the exit. So right when it broke that previous line, I just got out. So that one wasn't too big, just a few, you know, I think it was like 30 to 40 bucks, something like that, not too big. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is where I start to look at the puts when it broke that. It's going for that low day. Starting to look at the puts, see the puts moving up, trying to get in. Trying to get in, put the order in, there it filled. So I'm in the Amazon 3200 puts for this week. And this was a pretty nice trade. This is kind of similar to the one I made on Friday, and it moved pretty good. I probably could have stayed in this one a little longer, but you know, it was busting the lows. I didn't want to risk, you know, taking a sharp rip back up. So just kind of riding this little move down, pushing new lows. And I think I rode this one all the way up to like 15. Still pushing. And I'm watching the, you know, the tape here, watching the ticks, watching the level 2, still pushing. Holding up a little bit, still watching. And there you get another push down. So it's starting to push into this previous close line, this white dash line, which is going to be, you know, some sort of support likely. So at this point I'm trying to start to look for a spot to get out. So you can see me go in, add the order there, and I got filled. So that was a really nice trade. A few $100. I think it was close to $300 on that one to get me back back close to where I was at the start of the day. So that was really good, kind of boosted my confidence. And then of course you can see after I get out that thing just completely flushes. So there's another $200 I left on the table there for getting out there, but that's okay because you know, now it's my money. I got out, it's my money, so market can't take that back right now. Okay, so now after that, a little bit later, start looking at SPY over here, and you can see that it's just really dying. So on that note, I start to see, you know, I probably don't have too much buying power left for the morning. I'm trading a cash account, so use most of my buying power in the morning on Apple and those Amazon trades. So so I think, hey, you know, SPX, I can trade SPX fairly inexpensively on the daily contract and get some pretty good ROI on that if I'm right. So I think I switched over to SPX pretty soon here. So SPX, trying to get my contracts here set up for SPX. So I can trade these SPX puts. And I still don't know exactly what the news was that made the market roll over. I have no idea. It was some kind of news. I don't know what it was. Something with the political, whatever they said, about taxes or something. I have no idea. Maybe it was about the stimulus not coming for another month or so. I really don't know. But whatever it was, it rolled the market over really good and gave us a good opportunity to take some trades. All right, so you can see SPX is a little bit different animals. I kind of wasn't expecting this. I haven't traded this in a long time. But I'm trying to get in this. The liquidity is kind of really terrible. So you can see it's not like SPY where it's just like hundreds of contracts going through. Like it's like 1 and 1, and it's like a 60-cent spread or something like that. Crazy. So I'm trying to get in, can't get in. It's just ripping up because the market's tanking. So trying to get in, still can't get in. There, finally got filled. So luckily the market's still tanking. Probably this is not probably a good idea to trade SPX unless the market is really moving, because trying to get in and out with the spread that wide and so little liquidity is just pretty much suicide for a scalper. So luckily, you know, market's moving really good, and the contracts are moving really good. So let's sit here and watch this. And also, you know, I'm kind of keeping an eye over here on my my position summary here, and you can see, like, you'll see how bad liquidity is here. I got screwed on the exit on this one, and you'll see why in just a minute. Oh, let's watch this play out. This was kind of making me nervous, this move back up, because I know, you know, of course, if you've traded SPY or anything like that before, you know, when big moves down like that, there's a good chance it's going to rip back up on you. But I had a good feeling that this was going to keep tanking at least a little bit farther, you know, at least through 3,800 or to 3,800, and that would give me a good chance to make a little bit of money. So it did consolidate a little bit here and then ended up continuing down. So just kind of watching this, felt okay with this, you know, even though it's, you know, only down like $50, $50 to $100 at this time. And it starts to move down a little bit more with the move up, but just kind of watching it. Nothing too scary yet. You can tell it's weak. Ticks start to roll over. And there we go, we're back in business. Starts to move down. Pushing that low a day. And there we go, back up, back up. And the contracts just explode. I'm up 450. 600, see? So at this point I'm trying to get out. I'm like, hey, you know, that's enough for me. I'm trying to find, like, where's the mid? Like, I can't find the mid, like the spread is so wide. So I'm trying to get out. And then of course SPX starts to wick up, so when that happens it crushes the contracts back down again. So I'm trying to get out at like somewhere around 2100. Can't get filled. Trying to cancel it, move it back again. I think I finally got filled here. Yeah, finally got filled there, but it ended up being like 230, something like that. I don't remember. But anyway, guys, that was my day for the most part. Didn't do too much after that. I think I tried to make one small trade on SPY. I only had a few $100 left in my buying power, and I don't think it, I think it maybe was like close to flat, like didn't make too much on that one. But anyway, that was my day, up like 280. I'm pretty happy with that based on the fact that I really screwed up that Apple trade by doubling my size when I was just trying to get out. And hey, what are you gonna do? You know, come back next trade and try to kill it. So that's what I did, ended up green. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and give me a like, give me a comment if you thought I suck or if you thought that I did good. I'd love to hear those. Give me a comment down below and drop us a like. It really helps with the channel. And I'll see you on the next one. All right, later.